Hello again.
Hello.
You cannot come to the attic without being bowled over by the array of threads that are here. And this is probably a bit of a selfish thing, but one of the first things I noticed was this great big basket full of hanks of d'Alger for Harriet Salt. And I love the fact that you're offering 3 different colours of red.
Well, there isn't a bad red.
No, there isn't.
To me, I love red, and everyone's eye is a bit different for what their favorite red is.
Absolutely.
Some people like a bluer red, and
yeah,
and then these are the but this is a 109 or the color number 109.
109, which is beautiful, isn't it?
And then this is the original color.
See, that's just slightly different. And you are right, everybody sees colour slightly differently. Mm-hmm. Now, this colour is what you've used to stitch. Yeah, and this really caught my eye. I thought this is beautiful.
Thank you.
And this linen, is this parchment or straw?
It's parchment, which was dyed on a cream base, so it's a little bit darker. It's closer to straw than it is to parchment, actually, but it's absolutely lovely.
It's gorgeous, and I thought it wasn't quite dark enough for straw, but then it wasn't quite light enough for parchment. That's why I hesitated.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. I love it.
Have you got a good supply of this?
No. No, sorry, because this was a sample that Weeks sent to me, and I was anxious to try it because I've been waiting for about 6 months for it's a 56 count base. It's Weigart 56 count Kingston.
Yes.
And the only base linen Weeks could get at the moment was a cream Kingston.
Right.
And they used it, and so all of the colors that they dyed, the 4 colors, samples that they sent me, are all a little bit off in what they are in their normal range.
Right.
So, but I didn't care. I couldn't wait. I wanted to start it. So, but they have more coming, and they've now got the white Kingston to use as the base. So the colors will be true. So the parchment will be closer to the parchment.
Wonderful.
And that will be soon.
I can't wait.
Me either.
I can't wait. It's a really strange thing, but with linen, I started off on Ada, then I tried 28, then 32, and then I got stuck on 36 for many, many years. And then I tried 40, and I thought, I really, really like this. And then, as you know, last year I tried 46 count and I adored it, and then I went up to 56 count, and it's really funny, your eyes adjust, and as you stitch the holes get bigger, and it is sometimes just a question of the right magnification and the right light.
Correct. The other thing is not just that it's a 56 count, but it's the weave of the linen.
Right.
Because there are some 40 counts or 36 counts that we've tried to stitch on and found difficult, and it was the weave of the linen.
Right.
And the Kingston linen, in my experience, has really an amazing weave that gives large holes so that it accommodates 103 or Tudor or Soie.
Yeah. Well, I stitched Harriet Salt on Kingston, and it was magic linen, because the more I stitched, the bigger those holes got. Definitely.
That's true.
It is, isn't it? It's true. But anyway, we were going to look at silk in this video, and we've sort of digressed. You see, stitches can never resist knitting. So I just thought it was really lovely that you are offering 3 different shades of red, and that you're offering the hanks, because this will work out cheaper.
Yes.
Or better value for money for stitches.
Yes.
And is it 2 hanks that you need?
Yes.
And you'll have some left over, I expect, as well.
Yes.
And that will work out cheaper than buying the skeins.
Right.
So that's good value for money. Now, the other thing that I noticed, again, this has been a little bit selfish, but I noticed the silks that you had out for Elizabeth, and I've just brought Elizabeth in my suitcase.
I wish everyone could see it in person.
I know.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah. All the girls were just like oohing and ahhing over her when she arrived. And I used 103, and this is stitched on weeks over-dyed Soie, 46 count in straw. Jean has the colours laid out here with the spool pack, and I wondered if maybe you might be able to see the colours slightly better on the spools or on the fabric. The colours are, it's funny colours.
And when you see them, the colours on the straw, I think they're even more beautiful, because not everyone likes darker linen, but I think some colors, jewel tones especially, really cry out for
they do.
The little bit darker, because it just reflects the linen, the silk color so beautifully.
Yeah. Now, what I noticed as well, that you have some extra drawers that are full of the sateen.
Yes, we just brought in the Flosstube this last week.
Yeah. Now, I have got some at home, and I have stitched a few stitches in it just to try it. And I think, if I remember correctly, I bought it a few years ago to stitch a face and to try and get the details in on this face. But I know very little about the silk. Can you tell us about the silk? And oh yes, you've got this example, haven't you? So it comes on a spool, just like the
103.
103, and it's lovely using a spool.
Yes, yes. And it's almost hard to tell the difference between the Flosstube and the 103. Right. Sometimes I have to read the label to figure out, but I couldn't wait to try it. And this is new legacy linen that we just got in this week as well. And this is a color called Sicilian Marzipan.
It's a mouthful.
And it's 53. Even uneven, I think.
It is just so...
Isn't it beautiful? Oh, and the
delicate.
Flosstube on that linen is just magnificent. It is pure pleasure when you're stitching.
Well, I'm going to take some spools of this home with me to try. And you know I'm taking out a big suitcase of linen.
Yes.
And I just can't wait.
I've been so busy this week that I haven't had very much time to spend with my needle. But when I have, I've been busy with this, trying it out, because it just, every night it calls to me. I can come home exhausted, and I want to put a few stitches in before I call it a day.
And what count did you say this was again?
53. But look at how easy it is to see.
I'm just thinking.
Yeah, 53.
And these glasses are my reading strength. This isn't what I call my 46-56 strength, but I can really see. Oh gosh, this is just beautiful.
And to feel it, you have to feel it too.
This reminds me of some needlework that I saw that nuns had stitched in France.
Oh.
You know, the fineness of it and the delicacy of it. Oh, beautiful.
And the sweet little pattern is from Silver Creek Samplers, and I chose it because it had 3 colors, and it was quick to stitch. It was my plan to have it done before you got here, but...
Yes, well, we all know these plans.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, that's so pretty, Jean. Thank you for sharing that with us.
I love it.
And, you know, it's always good to try. And I can't wait to try stitching with this.
It's just glides through the linen.
Yeah, it does.
No resistance, no.
Beautiful. And the colours, we couldn't bring the drawers over, but when you open the drawers, it's like...
irresistible.
It's like seeing the crown jewels at Buckingham Palace or at the Tower of London.
Well, I've never done that, but I can imagine.
Yeah, they're Bobby Dazzlers.
Yes.
Lovely. Oh, this one.
Yes.
Now,
this was introduced at Nashville as an exclusive, available to the shop's owners that were in the class, And it was suggested that you use the 32 count Blue Moon linen and the classic Colorworks cottons, and that's very lovely. But we decided to change it up a bit, and so I did a silk conversion, and it's using Belle Soie and Dinky Dyes threads, and it's over 1 on 30 count legacy linen.
Exquisite.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
And Dory did a magnificent job. She turned it around in a quick amount of time, and it's really, really lovely. Now we have to decide whether to make a cushion or frame it or what to do.
That's always difficult. Like, I love Overa Soie, and from reproducing, like, I think in these colours. Like, Ray asked me to mend a hole in one of his jumpers the other day, and I knew exactly what colour I was going to use because I knew the number. But also, it's good to try other threads because there are so many beautiful threads on the market. And I don't know how many different threads you have here, but it's a very big selection, very big selection. So if you visit the attic, go to the back of the store in the far left-hand corner, and you can't miss it.
Beautiful silks all over the walls.
Yes, everywhere, and it assails your senses. So I hope you've enjoyed looking at the colours, options for Harriet and Elizabeth, and the different types of silks that you can use. And it's good to experiment. If you experiment with linens and with silks, you will grow as a stitcher. And
well, and people sometimes resist because it's more expensive to stitch with silk. And I say the time I spend with my needle is very limited, and I want to enjoy every moment to the utmost. And that is accomplished with linen and silk.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, the other thing is that when you think about the hundreds of hours of entertainment or pleasure that you get out of a kit, it's actually very inexpensive.
Absolutely.
You know, I don't know how much it costs to go to the cinema in the States, but you go out for the evening, go to the cinema, have a meal, you've probably, you know, if close
$100.
to yeah
or more.
Yeah.
But it's also therapy.
Oh.
I really can feel it when I haven't spent time with my needle.
I do, yeah. I get quite twitchy. And I think, I always say this to Ray, that having needlework has saved him pain for counselling or therapy for me.
Yes.
Or I might have driven him to needing that therapy.
No, it's a wonderful, wonderful hobby.
It is. Anyway, thank you for sharing the silks with us. So
my pleasure.
Okay,
I love it.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.